The mangrove crabs, called Oceus caudatus, are actually a national delicacy in Brazil, and they're also the main revenue for 10,000s of low-income fishers. The crabs actually perform mass mating events when they come out of the burrows in the hundreds and thousands. It's really easy to catch them then. To avoid overfishing, the fishery at those days is actually regulated. The problem is the fishery bans are not matching the actual days when these mating events are always happening. So the crabs actually mate either around full moon or around new moon, and quite rarely around both moons. But since no one was able to predict when the exact mating would take place at what particular moon phase, the Brazilian government opted to take a precautionary approach, banning both moons during the reproductive season. We formed the research network REMAR. So what we did, we got together and actually monitored in the field when these mating events took place. And another important step to reach our aim was the launch, or the development firstly, of a citizen science web app called REMAR Citizen that was co-developed with computer scientists and undergrad students here at Edinburgh Napier University. And since its launch in 2017, the app has been downloaded more than 1,000 times in 16 states across Brazil. It was fishers, merchants, students, tourists, everyone really, reporting when they spotted a mating event and what the moon phase was. We hope that this would reveal a pattern that would help us to identify the trigger, the driver, the environmental driver that actually makes the crab do when they do it. And if we understand that, we could then hopefully predict future mating events. So what we found is that the crabs actually mate when the tidal amplitude is largest, and that varies between new and full moon, within the year and across the year. So now that we understood the drivers, the linkage with the geophysical cycles, we started to develop an algorithm using moon data, tidal charts, and the crab's anticipatory behavior. And now we use this algorithm as a forecasting tool. So the results were excellent. The crabs behaved, they mated at full moon, and thus the moon phase we had predicted. And having a government or a ministry making their bans on forecasts of something that we say or researchers say is going to happen in the future, that is quite innovative.